absolute best.
Yeah, they had us the first half. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne.
I think I got my swagger back. Oh.
I love it, baby.
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins. By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch. Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win.
He got it.
If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Sunday, August 17th. It's good to be back with everyone after a good weekend. Hope everyone enjoyed theirs. Monday's right around the corner. That's sad, but football season inches closer. So we're hanging. Listen, we live to work so that we can afford to watch football. That's it.
This is like these next 2 weeks are going to be so slow. Even I think this week,
these last 6 months, it felt like a day. So probably not, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just ready for it. Tired of waiting. Tired of projecting. Tired of talking about what ifs and all this stuff.
We don't have to do that.
I know, but we do the preview. That is something we always have done. So,
well, don't just do stuff because we've always done it. That's how we fall into states of disarray.
I feel like I'm always like this though. Like I'm. There's
I'm
nothing
just trying
more
to
we
help
can really
you.
talk about.
You don't have to be. We can talk about
Well,
whatever you want to talk about. It's our show.
I mean, I'm sure we will, but we have a plan. We usually don't stick to that plan, or we try to stick to it. Doesn't always work out, but I'm sure we'll get into stuff that we're actually want to talk.
I just don't want to bring your mood down. If you want to talk about previews, that's fine. If you don't want to talk about,
I enjoy talking about
what could be.
It's just like I'm just ready for it to be here.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just listen. My
mood is not down. Don't worry about that. My mood is up. We're up.
I hate what ifs. Just
up
like
here.
how LSU almost went 7-5, and now they're gonna compete for a national championship. Apparently.
One thing that will bring everybody's mood up a little bit in the intro, the Drew Gilbert Grand Slam. He hit his first MLB home run today. For the Giants,
wow! So. Didn't see it. Where at?
It was at home.
Did it make it? Did it make it to the cove?
It was almost to the cove. Somebody tried to snag it out of the air. I think it actually went through the guy's hands and might have ended up in the cove.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a bomb. So congrats to him. You know, you try to sneak a 94-mile-an-hour fastball by that guy, and I mean he's going to turn on one. So really good to see him kind of come into his own. And you know, the Mets fans were beginning to think Drew Gilbert's never going to live up to the hype, and then he just starts crushing AAA, and then he gets traded, and then he gets moved up to the pros, and seems like he's making the most out of every opportunity. So props to Drew Gilbert. Just want to start that. That's why I wore the bat flip today. He did pimp the home run a little bit.
No, I'm sure.
He knew it off the bat. So
the moment he got traded from the Mets, it was all but guaranteed that he was going to be a star. I mean, they're really good at just not making the right decision. Phenomenal at it, in fact. They should do what they think is wrong, and it would probably work out better.
Fade themselves.
Yes.
Yep. I like that.
That would, if I worked in the front office for the Mets, I would at least float that idea out there. I'm like, listen, that sounds good on paper, what you just said, but history tells us we're wrong. So what if we don't do that? In fact, do the opposite of that.
Somehow they would still be wrong, I think.
Probably, but
it's just the
I
Mets.
think it's similar to the conversation we just had. Like, we can't just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, try something new, I guess.
Yeah.
See if that helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of our mottos at work, it's try a lot of stuff, keep what works. So I think the Mets should try that at some point.
Is that
don't.
really is that the exact motto?
It is like, yeah, some of our company values.
It just doesn't seem like it like prints well, you know?
Yeah.
Is
yeah,
it worded better maybe? Or is that it?
I'm pretty sure that's it.
You should just put that on a shirt. I can't imagine that looks good on a shirt.
I think it's on the back of my name tag. I'll show it to you next time I see you.
That's it's not a bad motto. It just the words don't. Again, it probably just doesn't print well. It doesn't.
Well, yeah, stuff like you wouldn't think like a big company like that, but maybe they're doing something right over there. So
sure, yeah.
That's all those property taxes you're paying in Maryville.
Going to Clayton?
Yeah, probably.
Nah, they're going to the Maryville High School parking garage. I would imagine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or a Hardee's maybe. Money might go toward that.
Those private. You've named 2 private businesses. I don't know go to. I hope not. I mean, I guess I need to get more involved to be safe, but
yeah, you don't know where your money's going. It could go anywhere.
It could. I don't. I'm putting a little more faith in my local government. And yeah, you're right. Maybe I need to dig into the papers. Release the Epstein files, Maribel. You have the power. Do it.
Well, Eli Drinkwitz is not going to talk about it, so just so you're aware.
Still hasn't got enough media attention. Everyone wonders how he got where he got. It was Mossad. Yeah. Epstein did it. I mean, he has a lot of 17-year-old boys saved into his phone. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Your first, like, somebody should have told him up front, like, who's, his speech, like, who's his PR guy? Because, I mean, that was something he thought about for a while, that thought it would land, and that just not great.
No, yeah, he sucks. He's the worst.
I actually kind of forget about Missouri a lot.
No, I don't.
I think even more so now that Oklahoma and Texas are in the SEC. Like, they were used to, like, I just knew them because they were one of those Big 12 teams that
we
came
also
to
don't
the SEC.
Play them every year anymore, which
that's true.
Makes it easier to forget about them.
That's true. But I mean, I guess Texas is like ranked number 1 right now.
No disrespect to Mississippi State. I often forget about them, except for the last 2 years we've played them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been easier to remember them.
Well, I remember them because Admiral Schofield dunked on their past athletic programs, their present, their future, just all of it at one time.
Yeah, that's a forgettable program. Speaking of kind of forgettable programs, Kentucky, I'll finish watching Any Given Saturday this weekend. I forgot everything about their season other than they sucked. Like, I knew they sucked. The last game, it really leads up that they're going to beat Louisville. And I'm watching, I'm thinking, did they? I couldn't remember exactly how that played out. Yeah, they didn't. They got whooped. They suck. So, I mean, if you're a Kentucky fan that also like blacked out during that season and forgot about that you went 1-7 in SEC play, if you somehow forgot that, you should watch it, get that false hope leading up to Louisville just to have it absolutely obliterated because they fooled me.
I think you keep drinking to black out again. Like, I wouldn't. If you hated last season, I mean, you're going to absolutely despise what's is about to happen.
Why, Landon? They got a mediocre quarterback from another SEC team.
No,
that's been the story. That's how it's worked out for him in the past. So surely it'll work out again.
Not an SEC team.
Where'd he come from?
Incarnate Word.
Well, he was at A&M at one point.
Right. But his 7th year of college football coming from That's D2, right?
Why are we not allowed to say incarnate word? Like, what's the full version of incarnate word?
What do you mean?
Obviously, there's a full word we're not allowed to say, so we have to describe it by saying incarnate word, like the R word, the N word.
Oh,
Incarnate word. I think
okay.
not enough questions are being asked about that school. Why we can't say their full name?
I don't know. Are they a fake school?
I just think they've just got a bad name, and this cancel culture hadn't killed it off yet.
Well, they resurrected Zach Calzada, and he's back to the SEC to finish what he started.
It'll work out. It always does for Kentucky.
Yeah, keep taking transfers. It'll hit.
But a very specific transfer, a failed quarterback from an SEC school.
Correct. Yes.
Well, they took that one guy from Penn State. He worked out really good too.
I mean, honestly, they probably take that over and over. I think what Kentucky should do is just have a wide receiver play quarterback. They should have let Barryon Browns. They should have paid him a buttload of money, let him play quarterback, and that's what their season would have been. And if it's bad, then you're like, well, we had a wide receiver. But if it's good, you're like, see?
I mean, it's better than what they've been doing. Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know how Mark Stoops has inked himself a lifetime deal. Where was he linked to? A&M? Did he get that? Because why would you not just let him go? Those khakis travel, baby. Let him go.
I don't know.
Also, why is he known for khakis? Every coach wears khakis.
Same with what's his name? Harbaugh.
Well, Harbaugh does wear very specifically pleated khakis. I will give him that.
Light khakis.
But well, Josh Heupel, I don't know if you've noticed, the coaches have never worn khakis. It's always gray or black pants. Usually gray. Big fella hates khakis.
I mean, I hate khakis too.
I'm not a fan either. I mean, I'll wear them. Don't get me wrong, but
too much stuff gets on them.
Yeah,
get too dirty. Nah, I'm out. Especially Harbaugh's like that. It's too light. It's almost blinding, distracting. Stoops headed to Arkansas. Okay, follow his buddy.
Are they buddies?
No, they hate each other. You remember when he was like, Kentucky's a football school?
Oh, yeah. That would be okay. I'm rooting for that now. That would be awesome. Because he can't say Arkansas is a basketball school. It's very much not a basketball school.
Right.
Also confirmed, Arkansas fans would be murdered, speaking of any given Saturday, if they don't do the Woo Pig. Do you remember the radio show scene where everyone does the Woo Pig? Not a smile on anyone's face.
No, it's weird.
It's creepy. It's cult-like. I have to imagine behind the cameraman, there's just guys holding guns, ready to shoot anyone not participating.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't show that video of some guy like humping that pig.
That was you. You posted the video. It was you.
I said some guy. I wasn't even throwing you under the bus.
How could you possibly throw me under that bus or trailer? It wasn't me.
No. A lot of people have seen you thrust. That was you.
No one's seen me thrust. I will say this: A&M gets too much crap for their cult weird swaying thing. The Woo Pig Suey is way creepier, way more cult-like, way more chanty. It's weird.
It is kind of cool. I'll give A&M this. It is kind of cool that everybody's all in on the practice. Like there's that many people there. If there was like 10 people or like 30 people, like that it would be super weird. But the fact that everybody's all in to it, then I kind of respect it a little bit. Not really, but I kind of do.
Yeah, yeah, sure. It's when you first hear about it, it's really cool. And then you see how it operates and it's really weird.
Yeah.
Did you wait? No, I'll hold off on that. We won't get into that.
Okay.
No need to.
Another time.
No need to.
All right, guys, before we get into the meat of this show, go check out our good friends at Roback, roback.com. Use promo code More Important Issues for 20% off your first purchase. Our stuff should be in the mail anytime, or they're in the mail. They should be arrive at any time. Looking forward to getting, I got a hoodie. I got the Nealon polo. I'm not sure exactly what Caleb got. He got a couple things. But if you have anything from Roback, you absolutely love it.
My stuff's coming tomorrow. Can't wait.
Ooh. I mean, everything that they have is just awesome. Their joggers, their T-shirts. I mean, they got some hats that I need to get. I haven't had one, but I'm sure I'm going to love it when I get it. But their polos, everything they have is just top notch. So definitely go check them out. They got their game day stuff released, the Tennessee themed collection, and you need to go check them out. I think they'll have another drop at some point, but please go check them out and use that promo code More Important Issues for 20% off that first purchase.
Do it.
Do you want to answer that question?
Anyone see? No, but I don't care.
Yeah,
That's not someone who I would feel wronged by.
Right. I don't.
Oh, a guy that's just grifting for money? No, no, I don't feel wrong by that. That's his job. It would be interesting for him to do that to Tennessee fans because that's who's paid his salary for the last 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, he's catered to Tennessee, and I mean, some people love his comedy. I don't think it's not my thing, but it is kind of weird. He's always in Knoxville, and then he just magically is at UCLA's practice, posting a picture with Nico. That's kind of weird.
Is he a plant? Was he a plant? Was he a Nico plant hired by Big Nick?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's wearing all UCLA stuff. I just pulled it up. Yeah, classic grifter move. I'm not shocked.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he knew people were going to click on that. So, yep, get it. All right, let's you want to talk about the D line a little bit, or you want to get
real quick? Someone posted, a picture of them kissing, and it's
I saw that. Wait, was it AI?
Oh, yeah, great question. We'll have our people review it. We can't say for sure. We're not going to put anything out there.
Yeah.
Yes or no. We just can't confirm nor deny if that's AI. That'd be disingenuous of us to try.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Oh man.
All right, which one do you want to get into? You want to get into the scrimmage, or we want to go full on D line first?
Man, yeah, your choice. I want to make sure that you want to talk about what you want to talk about. I don't want to bring it down by having to preview anything. No, I understand what you're saying. Talk is cheap. So
yeah, put up or shut up. Let's just get between the lines. Somebody blow the whistle. Let's talk about the scrimmage first.
Okay.
Again, these are just notes that we've gathered. Not really gathered. I mean, people were just kind of talking about how people looked and everything like that. Yeah, on the line of what went on. And I guess this is somebody else telling these other people this and whatever. I mean, I guess it could be a huge game of telephone and we have no clue what actually happened. It looks like the quarterbacks had a lot better day than they did the first time around, and I think that is encouraging. I think you want to see those guys continuing to grow. And it looks like Joey Aguilar is probably going to, like we all thought, was going to be QB1. I think a lot of people were like, McIntyre's still in it. It seems like Joey Aguilar is definitely going to be the starter come the Syracuse game.
That's what it looks like right now, which I think is, we've talked about it. It's probably that's probably how you wanted it to play out, all in all.
Sure. Yeah.
So needed him to separate himself some, and it looks like he has.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's a good, him improving means he's getting more comfortable with the offense, which probably means as we go, the more comfortable he's going to get. So, if you can make it through Syracuse, ETSU, I think is another game where you just let him go, continuing to get as many reps as possible, and then all eyes on that Georgia game, was going to be a really tough task. But I think it is good to play. Syracuse isn't a good team at all. And then ETSU should be an automatic win. So
Right.
I think those are two decent enough games where you don't have to have superb quarterback play, but you want him to continue to get more comfortable within the offense.
Yeah, absolutely. If
And
he can come out and look good against Syracuse, that won't be the this season's gonna a lot of people will react. It won't be that.
Mhm.
But man, that'll be a huge just trending point for him. Because if he comes out and he looks okay, then we're okay, no biggie. Maybe looking down a little bit, but if he looks bad, then what do you do?
Yeah. And I think that's who's going to be your backup, I think is a huge question. Does Josh Heupel just make Merklinger the backup? Because
I think so.
Yeah. Just because you're not wanting to have him just completely check out. If you make him the third, he's as good as gone.
Right.
If George McIntyre's the third, I don't think anybody really cares that much. But if something were to happen to Aguilar, or he's not producing, or it's the job's not getting done, it would be interesting to see where they turn. And I don't know the answer to it. It probably depends on when it happens.
I think if there was an in-game change, whether it's injury or sloppy play, I think it would, knowing what we know now, it would go to Merklinger. I think if you went to a week of practice, knowing what we think we know now, I think it would be a QB competition, and I could see George McIntyre being the starter that next week.
I could probably see that, yeah. Merklinger,
I just would be shocked if
more game experience.
I would be shocked if they just didn't
finish out a game.
Yeah, if they didn't have the older guy listed as 2 right now, because it doesn't do anything to list Georgia 2 necessarily.
Right.
He's going to get a fair shot of it next year, no matter what, with Faison Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think fair of a shot.
Everything that we've seen or heard, no one is just because George McIntyre isn't going to be a starter doesn't mean he's not going to be really good at Tennessee at some point. I don't think anybody is concerned or, just thrown off that George McIntyre isn't as good as we thought. I think everybody thinks he's probably as advertised. It's just he's a true freshman.
Yeah.
That needs to put on a ton of weight to play in this league.
Define a ton of weight.
Maybe 20 pounds. I shouldn't say a ton.
What's he listed at right now?
He's probably close to 200. I think he came in at 175 maybe.
So from 175 a ton, yeah. I would say 210. 210 to 220 would be good.
Yeah.
He's also really tall.
And he could use that. Him putting on 20 pounds is not going to do anything to that because of the frame he has.
10 to 20 pounds is going to look like nothing. He's at 200 right now.
Right. Agreed. And also, heard good things about the defense. Still some injuries going on with, you had some DBs out, you had some wide receivers out, obviously. I just think that I think this team is somewhat healthy. Besides that wide receiver, you're going to get guys back, and obviously Jermod McCoy is a big storyline. But I think for the most part, it was a decent scrimmage. I think definitely the defense was the better unit, and that's not surprising because Tennessee's defense should be the better unit obviously. Going into this entire season, I think everybody's high on the defense. But can the offense go out there and make plays? I know we heard that there was some big plays made in the passing game, so that's another encouraging factor. Tennessee has to get better at hitting on those big plays. because that's going to help with if you're not great in the red zone. Hey, it's okay if you score from 50 yards out. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, which we talked about the thought of if the offense looks better than defense is probably not a good thought. So,
yeah,
we should probably be okay with how it's happening right now, honestly. Obviously, we won't know if it's really good or bad until.
Yeah, I think the best case
season.
scenario, your defense wins, but the offense made good enough plays. Like they were competitive.
Sure.
You ran the ball well, made some big plays in the passing game. Maybe got a look from a couple wide receivers that you didn't think you're going to get much from, like an Amari Jefferson. And then those freshman wide receivers just continue to come along.
Yeah. We need wide receivers in a bad way.
Yeah.
But I talked about it with someone yesterday. It was so bad last year. I don't know if it can get worse, if that makes you feel better. So
yeah, it's not like you're like on defensive line. I don't know if you could really afford to have a ton of guys miss, whereas because you have to replace a first and second rounder, whereas wide receiver, you're not replacing that kind of talent production.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody was ready to get new receivers last year.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, they needed more speed. They're tired of Squirrel White catching the football and falling down every time. You know, they didn't like Chaz Nimrod and Caleb Webb when they were in the game. They wanted a completely different wide receiver room, and here it is. It just stinks that those guys haven't really practiced much together during fall camp. But apparently, most of those guys should be back. I think Mike Matthews is in a non-contact jersey, but is still doing practice, so that means he would probably play. Chris Brazzell, the charges were dropped, so that's one thing. Apparently, he's getting back to practice. Braylon Staley should be back, this upcoming week. So, hopefully, 2 weeks is enough to get them going and acclimated and all as well.
Right. Funny thing is, I went to just a message board real quick, and there's a post about that Josh Mancuso guy, which is crazy, by the way, but made me laugh enough. So, why are they holding up fours, by the way?
I don't know what that means.
Could that possibly mean?
Does that mean like Nico's definitely going to be in college for 4 years?
He'll try to get a fifth year. He'll say that year at Tennessee shouldn't have counted because they didn't give him enough support. Well, yes, he would be in for 5 year redshirt.
He did redshirt. Yep, it's true.
So, he's going for a 6 year.
Gotcha. Yeah, Zach Calzada, just make it 7, baby.
Is this his 7th year?
I think it is.
That's insane. Well, what's his name? Tyler Show is as old as Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor's on his 5th year of NFL contract. They're the same age.
Good God.
Which I'm going to miss the days that your starting linebacker has 2 kids in the stands watching him. Like that, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's a family affair, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's like the age difference in George McIntyre and Joey Aguilar isn't like crazy, but when you think about George McIntyre, like Joey Aguilar could be drinking for 3 years. George McIntyre is 3 years away from being able to drink legally, I guess. Like, that's insane. Going for the same job.
I like the way you framed that. Just in case, he's at it. What are the underage bars nowadays? Because what's the room or used to be rumors? Gosh, what was it for a while? Uptown,
yeah,
down, right?
Yeah, or it was something else like Thursdays or something. After it was Uptown.
Oh,
Yeah.
You like it? Was it cool?
I've never been in there. I just passed by it and it was named something else.
Do you just take your kids there now? I mean,
They still got Fishbowl Fridays.
no, Thursdays.
Oh, Thursdays. Okay.
No.
You would know.
Well, it's in the name. Landon. Oh man,
That's kind of all I had for scrimmage. I mean, not a ton. Obviously, the big storyline is going to be the quarterbacks look better. There's more big plays in the passing game. I do like what Tennessee has at running back. I'm interested to see what that rotation looks like because, like Peyton Lewis talked to the media, it made me a huge fan of Peyton Lewis. I'm like, man, I want to run the football. Like he seems bought in. He seems like he talked about Dylan Sampson and Jalen Wright, and he's like, I mean, these two guys ahead of me were third round draft picks, and I want to go out and do the same thing. So, ton to like in that running back room, I think.
yeah. I'd like to see someone kind of solidify themselves as the number one guy, but I think you have guys there that could be that. I hope it's not similar to a 2023 rotation. I hope there's more of a premier guy. But I also don't want to see them running themselves into the ground either. So definitely a balance for sure.
Yeah. You mean 2022?
2023, you had a 3-person rotation almost, evenly.
2023 was like Jalen Wright's
And
year, right?
but you had, there was times in that year that he didn't play much because of fumbles.
Right.
You had Dylan Sampson, who's a sophomore, and then Jabari Small. 2023 was a heavily rotated year.
Jabari Small was, I think his last year was 2022, right? Am I
I thought they
crazy?
were the same age.
Maybe it was. Huh. I don't know. I thought Jalen Wright was, I don't know. I just remember him running the ball 80 yards to the house against Georgia, and I was fully.
He definitely was the number one back, but
Yeah.
it was not a Dylan Sampson situation.
Gotcha.
Let's see. So Jabari Small had 95 attempts. Dylan Sampson had 106, and Jalen Wright had 137. So not a massive separation.
Yeah, Jalen Wright should have got way more touches. Dylan Sampson should have got way more touches. Sorry, Jabari Small, but that.
Right. I think it should have been, yeah. Cam Seldon even had 25 touches in that season.
Yeah, I think the good thing is Jabari Small had kind of just been here for so long that like he was going to get touches. I don't think there was anybody in this room. Maybe it's Deshaun Bishop but Deshaun Bishop can be your number one back too.
Right.
I don't think they're just going to give Deshaun Bishop just the same amount of carries as everybody else just because he's been here. I don't think that's the case. At least I could be wrong, but that's my thought process. Like Star Thomas, he hasn't earned anything. If he's not like your one or two, like should he get a ton of touches? I don't know the answer to that. I want to see two guys get the bulk of the carries, and if you have a third guy that helps you in garbage time, or you just need need him for a drive to get
some rest or injury.
Healthy.
Jalen Wright had 7 carries in the 36-7 loss to Missouri, the state championship game, famously.
Yeah, that's not good. Well, I remember was it the Kentucky game where it was like Dylan Sampson was in for an entire drive and he basically did everything for the drive. And you're like, well, why don't we get more of that? In the first game against Virginia, he had 3 rushing touchdowns.
I thought he had 2 receiving. Surely he didn't have 5 touchdowns.
Okay.
Were they swing passes?
Maybe it was
3 total.
3 total.
I think he had Maybe I'm crazy. I thought it was 2 receiving. I'm going to look it up now.
I think you're right.
Let's see. Versus Virginia. Oh, he had only had 1 receiving touchdown. He did have 3 rushing. Were they just toss plays? I remember they were to the outside.
I don't know.
So he had 4 touchdowns against Virginia.
Yeah, and I mean,
That's
he did.
insane.
How many touchdowns did he have the rest of the way? I mean, it couldn't be very many.
3.
That's so dumb.
1 against Kentucky.
That's crazy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, please be better at rotating running backs.
Sorry. Yeah. He had 4 the rest of the year.
Yeah, I mean, there is a new running back coach. You hope that that's taken care of and that's not an issue. But yeah, that stinks. All right, let's get to this D line.
Josh famously runs bubble screens or swing passes 3rd and 8, 3rd and 15. He loves them then. When you need 7+ yards, you be guaranteed it's going to be passed behind the line of scrimmage.
He usually does complete them though. He doesn't.
They're caught.
Jeremy Pruitt. And, yeah,
There's a
just
chance you get tackled in the backfield.
right. I guess it was 3rd and 15. You know, what's 4th and 17? You know,
Sure.
All right,
I mean, last year I think Squirrel White had negative yards in a game because he caught like 2 bubble screens on the line of scrimmage. Which, hey, he caught them. Give him that credit, Landon.
got to get the receptions up, not yards, just receptions.
He's got to get used to catching the football, you know?
Yeah. Having more receptions than yards that's a tough stat.
Yeah, but you could probably blame that on someone else at least. Like, I caught the football. I did my job. You got to block.
It also wouldn't be totally out of character for Squirrel White to catch it and fall down in the backfield. So,
sure.
It's like, yeah, his shoulder's hurting him. I'm like, well, he's falling right on it when he catches it. This makes 0 sense.
Yeah, I know. It's like the one thing you wouldn't want to do with your shoulder hurt is jump. Because you know how you're going to land on your shoulder.
Right on it.
But keep making those diving catches. They look awesome. Those diving incompletions, they look awesome on tape.
Yeah. Every time I'm like, no wonder his shoulder hurts.
If that was NCAA 14, it would have mentioned 3 times a game how he should be moved to corner because he can't catch the football.
Those are my favorite from back in the day. It was like, you know why he plays defense, right?
Yep.
Can catch it on offense.
Yep. That was Kirk Herbstreit's favorite line in the game. He needs to bring it back in real life. Just every time there's a drop pass anywhere.
Speaking of bringing it back.
Okay.
How is John Gruden saying like it would be a dream to coach in the SEC? Shut your mouth.
I mean, to be fair to my guy Gruden, as a Tennessee fan, if it was my dream to coach in the SEC, I would not have taken over Tennessee in the years that he was asked to take it over.
I guess that's fair, but if he is like a Tennessee guy, why can't he just come out and be like, "Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm good."
He's not a Tennessee guy though. He's just a football guy that loves Tennessee.
Well, he's you are perfectly fine just like sitting there drawing up plays, talking to quarterbacks, getting merch, sent in boxes that are beat to hell from UPS or FedEx or whatever. You love doing that. You do not want to coach in the SEC. You don't.
No, he wants to coach in the NFL.
He said it's a dream of his to coach in the SEC.
He says it's a dream, not a goal.
Oh.
He hope he wakes up, he hope he's asleep and he's coaching the Dogs in a neutral site game against their biggest rival. Wow. Hot take, can't be your biggest rival if you play in a neutral site.
That's a good point. Yep. Yeah. John Gruden, you do not want to coach in the SEC. The only reason you would want to coach in the SEC is to get fired.
He owns land. Even more obscure, Monty. He owns land in Jefferson County. I believe it is technically in the town of Dandridge. Even more obscure than Sevierville. Everyone owns land in Sevierville. Everyone's got a cabin nowadays.
He on that lake.
Probably.
Yeah, good for him. I saw that and I was like,
I feel like you're hating on my man Gruden. Gruden rocks.
It's like,
do you really want Gruden to be? Did you really want Gruden to ever be the head coach of Tennessee?
No.
So why do you care?
I just wish he would have just came out and said, like, guys, like, I wish it was not on my timeline so much during that.
But if you were him, would you have ever done that? Because I wouldn't have. In fact, I would have spent every second I wasn't on Monday Night Football in Knoxville. I would have just been eating in Knoxville. I would have called Peyton Manning and been like, "Hey, man, I'll fly you down. Well, let's go eat at the Hoon together." I'll see if AD wants to get in on it too. Just football guys meeting up for lunch,
just talking ball, just writing up stuff, taking
exactly.
Notes.
I would have been posting on all these message boards like groomers.
Dude, you know what we should start doing? I don't know why I just thought about this, but thinking of like guys just like hanging out at the Hoon or wherever. Just like let's take notebooks and just take notes during it.
During what?
During just like your dinner or lunch or whatever. Just take notes.
Should we hire like a
someone to scribe?
Yeah, hire a court reporter.
No, I don't think you want everything written down. You just like want the.
Well, we can. It's not public information. We can decide and we can redact whatever we want to.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll just redact Trump's name from everything.
Okay.
He won't be tied to it at all. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think that would be not really, especially like when we're old. Like I could see like old people just like writing notes.
Nah, I've seen them at the Hardys. They're not usually note takers.
Okay.
Have you seen that awesome video where those dudes in like Mississippi get together at some Hardee's adjacent restaurant and just sing hymns?
Sing hymns? What day?
They didn't say that in the video. I don't know.
Is it like on Sunday or we just like
no? I
they
think
didn't get enough at church. They just had to go like an encore at Hardee's.
I think it's just guys being dudes that are like hymns rock. Let's get the men together and sing it.
I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the
morning and I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Yeah,
well, exactly. Higher this time.
Do you know the third verse of that, or did you guys always skip it?
I think we just go higher every time.
Classic. You're just singing the chorus.
Yeah,
higher and higher.
Higher and higher until somebody just taps out. They can't take it anymore. I don't know. I think that's just the only part I remember of that.
You're right. I've never been in a church where after the chorus of "I'll Fly Away" they go, "Now higher." Not one time,
dude. Maybe at Hardee's though.
I mean, we can do it if you'd like. It's like shout, but instead a little bit louder, a little bit higher now.
Yeah.
We're gonna change
it up, dude. I mean, just imagine like how electric that would be. We should do it at a tailgate, honestly.
I mean, I think we should sing him at a tailgate.
We can just.
I think we can go borrow some from a Baptist church around here.
Yeah, you think the church has a hymn book?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we could just borrow that.
Methodists love hymnals. Yeah, we could borrow theirs.
Okay. Like, hey, we're going to borrow these. We'll bring them right back. We get like 50 of them.
Yeah.
We split each other up. Alto, soprano, tenor, bass.
Daddy sang bass.
And then higher. Just higher.
Oh, we're going to be kicked out of that lot this year. I can feel it.
Yep. All right, D-line, baby.
We should be, I mean, if we get kicked out for anything, though, it should be for singing hymns.
Yeah. I think if we sing hymns, no matter what we do, we can't be kicked out.
Okay.
All right, you like Rodney Gardner's group?
Always.
Yeah.
It's funny to even like to talk about this group because you're just like, there's a lot of talent. You lose a lot. Don't get me wrong. You return a lot. I think my only question about this group, Landon, is if there's an edge rusher that can separate themselves and really impact the game. That's my only question.
Yeah, I think last year Tennessee had 29 sacks. The year before that, they had 41. Tennessee definitely needs to get after the quarterback more. And I know last year they didn't have to like just go get the quarterback because they were so good in the back end and on third down and stopping the run. So they just rushed 4. But I want to see somebody just emerge. Whether that Joshua Joseph. Yeah,
quick update. 4 minutes ago, Tennessee football tweeted at the helm picture of Joey Aguilar.
Oh.
We just got a text about it too. Shout out Trey.
Okay.
Is that the name of the starter though, or does the person operating the account just want to fool with us?
Yeah, we named a starter. Did we just do that?
But it was done through a social media post.
Did we just hint at naming a starter?
Yeah, is that a hint? Because I mean, it's not like Josh. What if Josh Heupel is running the account?
But he doesn't run his own. Well, I guess he could. All he does is hashtag GBO.
I mean, Ben McKee said Josh Heupel is named Joey Aguilar as Tennessee's starting quarterback.
Okay.
We've got a starter.
QB1. Well, that was easy.
Brent Hubbs reported 11 minutes ago. So. All right.
What do you, I mean, no one's
instant reaction, like kind of expect whatever.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is.
Why are we doing this stuff at Sunday at 8, almost 9 o'clock?
Right in the middle of the show, baby.
Have you no respect, Josh Heupel? me and Danny will be talking about this in our Monday meeting. I'll have you know that.
Just in a few hours. All right, Joey Aguilar, QB1.
I didn't realize how angry of a man Clark Lee was.
Yeah, he is
just an angry guy. He's not really helping short people out.
He's a potty mouth.
Do you think someone told him he had to use the F word more, or maybe he's using the incarnate word more? Maybe that's what it is.
Could be. Well, I mean, I guess we don't really have to talk about the rest of the quarterbacks. We already know who. There's no more projecting anymore.
Now we can talk about
on that.
Now we can talk about who the backup's going to be.
Okay, fair.
I'm honestly shocked it happened this soon. We've still got how many days is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I honestly thought it would happen this week, but I thought it happened like Monday when the first depth chart's released. So I guess technically next week.
Yeah, for game week, you could just go ahead and release it. I don't know what you get out of doing it like now.
Maybe he did separate himself that much in the practice. They're like, we're going to give him a little confidence boost and just do it. That's the only thing I could think.
All right, let's roll. Joey football.
12 days, 15 hours, 4 minutes and 30 seconds till kickoff.
Say that again.
12 days, 15 hours, 4 minutes, 23 seconds till kickoff. 22, 21. You want me to just count down?
Yeah, fire me up.
Could not be isn't that like how Mr. Beast got famous? He got counted to 1 million. What if I just live streamed me counting down every second until Tennessee football starting now?
I think you should tweet every like hour, just like what it is.
Okay. I won't be able to do that, but okay. Can you do scheduled tweets? How do you do
or
that?
just like every couple hours, you just give them a
quick update.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was awesome. We got breaking news on the pod. QB1 is Joey Aguilar.
Have we ever had anything that big breaking news while we were live? I guess it could end up being not big if he sucks.
Yeah.
So maybe let's wait and see before we start throwing it out there. Yeah.
D-line. You do have to. You mentioned like need an edge rusher to step up. I mean, Joshua Josephs is going to be your dude on the edge. Who is another guy? I think is a big question mark. Is it? We've heard good things about Caleb Herring. Heard good things about Jordan Ross. You know, can one of those guys be a Tyler Barron to James Pierce?
Yeah. I don't know why he like slowed down last year. I want it to be Tyree West.
Yeah.
I think it can be, but I don't know exactly what caused him to slow down. I feel like he started the year really strong.
Yeah, I don't know if he dealt with any injuries. I can't really remember. But there's like in that Citrus Bowl, like he was a wrecking ball. I mean, just kind of took over a drive where it was all him. So like you've seen him do it before. And I know they rotate so much at that position, but man, like with that kind of talent and him being able to just wreck a drive, I want to see more of Tyree West. And that's all on him. Like he has to be more consistent. I'm not asking him to, if he could do every drive, that'd be great. But I'm not asking him to do that. But he needs to show up in every single game.
Right.
Whereas the James Pierce, like you always knew he was coming. Now, did he get there every single time? No, but you always had to account for him. I want the same for Tyree West.
Right.
And I know like Tennessee did deal with an injury at that defensive tackle position. David Hobbs is out with a foot injury, will be out for a couple weeks. Don't really know the timetable for that, but that's a pretty big blow for a guy that was in that rotation last season. And I think he was going to be either a starter or in that 2 deep where he was basically going to get the same amount of reps as the starters. But then it's Bryson Eason, it's Jackson Moy, and it's like, all right, who is that? Who's the next couple of guys? I think there's some freshmen in that. Can they take a step? Can they, we've heard good things from them in the spring and in fall camp with Ethan Utley and Isaiah Campbell. Can, they find, does it kind of kick them in gear a little bit? Whereas like, hey, I don't have any pressure. Like I'm just here if they need me. and now it's like, hey, we're going to need you immediately. Can those guys be up for the challenge?
Right. Yeah, there's a good amount of guys that I think can. It kind of like last year, like it almost. I feel like the defensive line can get over littered with names once again, which is good because that's a position where if you can rotate often at, like, you're going to be more successful. But I also would like to see some guys solidify their name where you don't want to take them off the field.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to miss Amari Thomas. I want somebody to get in the backfield as much as Amari Thomas did.
Yeah. What are guys like Dominic Bailey? I mean, he returns. Him and Bryson Easton, getting those two back was huge for this defensive line. I think gives you that same kind of leadership and veteran presence as, like, if you lost all those guys, I think you're like, man, this is a huge question mark of what we're going to look like. But getting those two back, I think you have a chance to be just as good on the defensive front as you were last year.
Right.
And you were really good.
Yeah, agreed.
And then some other guys, Josh Shell, the guy from Grand Valley State, where does he factor in? Jamal Wallace, friend of the pod, where does he come in? Tyree Weathersby, who we heard a ton of, has just dealt with some injuries since he's been on campus basically for the last 2 years. And I think a big one is Joshua Josephs too. It was like, this is his – we saw him his freshman year kind of have a really good year. You're thinking breakout. It was James Pierce. It wasn't him.
Right.
Last year, he was really good. I think led Tennessee in tackles for loss, but he wasn't that James Pierce type player. Can he be a 8 to 10 sack guy?
He can be, yes. Yes. Will he be?
Yeah.
He can be.
If he is, I think Tennessee can absolutely be as good as they were last year.
Yeah, and I think I said it. I think they will be very, very, very similar, if not just a little bit, like, all around better. I think you get better at linebacker. I think you stay pretty similar safety wise and your defensive line. I think the front seven overall will be better than last year as a unit.
Yeah.
Now, we have someone to step up. I mean, James Pierce just didn't impact games like you wanted him to, though. And that's not like a fault of him. Like, he didn't suck. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of reasons for that. Some of those is that every time the quarterback tried to escape the pocket, James Pierce got held, and it never got called. That's one factor.
Yeah, can we get some holding calls our way this year?
Our way, yeah, that's a key. No, our way, not just holding calls in general.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find those, I promise. But yeah, I think the front seven will be more dangerous.
Yeah. And I think Tennessee will blitz more too. Like, I think they're absolutely, with losing a guy like Omar Norman Lott. I just put in Amari Thomas and Omar. Just combined them. But losing Amari Thomas, Omar Norman Lott, losing James Pierce, like, there's a ton of guys that can step up. And the fact that we're even losing those three guys, and the fact that we're even talking about this squad can be just as good as last year is pretty insane. And I think a lot of that has to do with Rodney Garner, of course, and then him having Coach Chop with the Leos. I think that's a cool wrinkle. I don't know how different it is, but I think that is with those guys kind of being super familiar with one another. Are they always on the same page? I'm not saying they weren't last year, but I think Rodney Garner sending the defensive end and defensive tackles, you send in the Leos, exactly like what Rodney Garner is thinking if you're Coach Chop.
Yeah.
And then they'll just continue to recruit guys at those positions, because that's what they do. Marion Dye is another freshman that I need to bring up. I think Chase Thomas mentioned like he's a guy that doesn't look like a freshman. I know he's at that strong side defensive end. With the loss to David Hobbs, does somebody at defensive end move over to defensive tackle, whether that's Bailey or Weathersby or Tyree West, where you could see more of a Marion Dye? You see some versatility this year, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think you will in certain packages. Yeah, for sure. Which they've done to an extent before, anyways.
Yeah,
cheetah package. And when your defensive line, when you have Amari Thomas and Omar Norman Lott, who are just as fast as any other edge rushers, it's crazy to me you're pulling them off the field.
Yeah,
for a cheetah package.
Joel Sherman asked, how far can our defense carry us?
Joel Sherman, shout out to South Florida Golf. Golf.
Hopefully another college football playoff berth would be sick.
I think they can with slightly better offensive play. And the reason I say I think it has to be slightly better is because 2 of your wins last year, you go on the road, and I don't think you can win those games on the road this year unless you get better.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama and Florida.
Yeah, agreed. All right. That's kind of all I got for defensive line. Again, I think another really talented group, but also don't think they're going to be as leaned on like they were last year. I think that front 7 as a whole is going to be really good with Aaron Carter, Jeremiah Thielander, Edwin Spillman. I think they're really good at linebacker. They're better at linebacker, which I think takes some pressure off that defensive line. I think they're okay in the secondary, have a chance to be really good if Jamal McCoy is healthy. And so I think, again, that takes even more pressure off that defensive line. I think as a whole, I think Tennessee could have a better defense than they did last year, and that's pretty crazy. Because that defense and Dylan Sampson led them to a college football playoff berth.
Yeah, absolutely.
God, I just talked us into a college football playoff.
You've been talked into it, though.
You've
been talked into it.
Well, Deuce got me a little fired up. I mean, he said we were better at every position this year than last year. We're going 12-0 if Deuce is making any kind of prediction.
Well, we know that's not true because we know Josh Mancuso only cheers for the best, and he's taking his talent to the LA. So,
Jesus. All right, let's who leads Tennessee in TFLs this year? Well, let's do a little prediction.
TFLs. I so badly I want to say Tyree West because of his ability to get in the backfield last year, but I also think it's probably a interior guy with the most tackles for a loss. Davion Hobbs being out is interesting. I don't know. I think I might just go with Tyree West.
Okay.
I might stick with that.
Okay.
I want to say an interior, but I think I would go Hobbs before Eason.
Okay.
And the fact that he's out for a few weeks makes me lean.
Let's roll.
To Tyree West.
All right. Tyree West.
Because it tackles for a loss, who's led the last few years? Has it been interior guys or edge guys?
Joshua Josephs was last year, which he's that strong side defensive end, which is what Tyree West plays. So that's the year before that. I think it would probably be James Pierce just because he had 10 sacks. So that probably helps.
I just feel like we get so much pressure up the middle that it wouldn't blow my mind James Pierce did have it in 2023. It was actually Aaron Beasley at number 2.
Okay.
Wow.
We did blitz a lot in
Yeah.
2023, though.
Tyler Barron had 11.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Tiger West. Go with that.
I think I'm going to go a little different. I'm big on Jackson Moy. I want to go Jackson
Okay.
Moy.
All right.
I
You
think
are big on Jackson Moy. You're like, we got
Dude.
another Polynesian on our team.
Number 51, and whoever wears 51 just fires me up. It's Elijah Simmons wore it, then he went to 10. And now Jackson Moy has it. And he's electric. I love the content that they put out. More Jackson Moy content is let's get him on the pod.
Mostly more tackles for a loss, though, than content. If we have to choose.
Correct.
We don't want to have to choose, but if we do.
For sure. Sacks.
Joshua Josephs.
Yeah, I'm saying. All right, let's talk about the SEC a little bit.
Hey, real quick, what's the bet Trey's got to live up to?
He came in last in fantasy football, so he has to spend, I forget how many hours it is, but it's like 9 to 9 maybe in a bar?
That kind of seems. Is it just 9 to 9, no caveat, nothing brings it down?
Maybe it's 24 hours, and every shot he gets, takes some off. Every beer he gets, takes some off.
It can't be 24 hours. There's no bars open 24 hours.
I know, that's why he has to drink.
Oh. I
think he gets an hour off for a shot and maybe 30 minutes of beer.
Okay.
So I think he's going to try to do 9.
What bar is he going to?
Party Pub in Maryville. It's the only one that opens at 9 a.m.
I've never even heard of it.
I think it's like a Maryville College-ish bar. I think they have pool and stuff. I've never been there, but
no, I mean it's definitely a Tennessee bar. They got line dancing, Landon. You'll love it.
I'm so in.
Oh, technically it's in Alcoa, so I'm gonna need you to rescind that, please.
I'm sorry.
It's
in
rivalry
Boyd
week.
County.
It's rivalry week, dude. Don't come at me like that. I don't know where this is at. Oh, I do know where this is at. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is like 5 minutes for me, if that.
Okay.
Okay, well, interesting. How's that the only? Oh, he's lying then. This bar opens at. Oh, it is okay. Monday through Friday they open at 7:30. Saturday is 9.
Okay. Ugh. All right, give me a SEC hot take.
I did just want to air some grievances out,
guys. Before we do that, before we get into that, okay.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, guys, go check out Hovey Dry Goods. Great people over there. Got great hats. They have the Tennessee with the football helmet on. They have some left of the checkerboard. They made us our hats that say more on there with the script that are just beautiful. Absolutely love the fit. Wore at Nashville this weekend. So go check them out. Hovey Dry Goods. Use promo code MORE for 15% off that first purchase. Again, 15% off that first purchase using promo code MORE. Also, go check out our good friends at VIP Play. Bet just $5, get $100 in bonus bets when you use the promo code MORETN. Guys, it's getting so close to football where you need to start. Now is the time to win some money.
Oh yeah.
You win money at the first of football season. You don't in the last part of it. Everybody knows that. So go ahead and get those bets in, get the futures in, get the parlays going, whatever you want. They got it. They got tons of profit boosts, tons of stuff over there for you at VIP Play. Again, use more TN. Bet just $5, get $100 in bonus bets. You must be 21 and over and located in Tennessee to bet.
Go do it. Hot take that I want to explore with you is, I know you don't love Lenore Sellers, but he's got to be one of the best returning. He's got to be one of the best quarterbacks in the SEC right now.
Yeah, I just think. I don't know. I just think he's.
I think it's okay to still say he's overrated, but I think it's also true that he's probably what we know. He's probably the best in the SEC.
Yeah, he's probably got the biggest sample size.
That we can go off of. Yeah.
I mean, I think.
Sorry. Yeah. DJ Lagway's a good one. He might be the best.
He's also overrated.
I think he plays on a really bad team with a really bad coach.
That might be something. But 19 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. That's a lot of interceptions.
12 interceptions is a lot of interceptions, Landon. That's a great point. That's a phenomenal point. Because that's how many Garrett Nussmeier threw last year. And we're pretending that LSU's gonna just all of a sudden, Landon, if it wasn't a bad call that cost them or cost South Carolina, it wasn't a bad call. It was an egregious call. It was one that those refs should have been fired for.
Yeah.
And if they get that one right, LSU goes 7-5 last year. It's crazy.
I love that you're doubling down on LSU being your most overrated.
But I want to note too, I don't think they're going to suck. I think they are going to be better than last year. But they almost went 7-5 last year. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, I was talking about it, and I haven't done the research. It doesn't look like it. I was trying to think, when was the shoe game for Florida LSU?
Is that 2022?
Was it 2022? No, it's 2020.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even worse, man. You can't be throwing shoes during COVID. Are you kidding me?
Well, I was talking about the alternate universe that Dan Mullen's still the Florida coach because they go to the SEC title game, but then a shoe is thrown. And I was thinking Brian Kelly was there yet, but I was like, that seems like it was. I thought it was either 2020 or 2021.
So do you still feel bad for Billy Napier?
Bad how?
I thought you said that. I thought you said it kind of almost makes me feel sorry for Billy Napier in that. Are you the one that told me that in the documentary? Maybe it wasn't you. I thought it was.
I don't know if I said that. I'm trying to think what would have got me to that point. I mean, I think Billy Napier is in a sucky place to. I just think being the Florida coach has to suck unless you're winning all the time. Like it's weird. Like last year, they had the buyout money together, but they won't fire you. It's like, no, just if you have the buyout money, just fire me. That's fine. I do think Florida is normally so quick to pull the trigger. They'll probably be 2-3 going to A&M, and then they fire him. They definitely fire him if they're 2-4 leaving A&M, and that's very likely.
Florida should never be bad at football, ever.
Yes, correct.
Like, that's insane.
I agree with that.
Hate it for them, though.
They're not going to be good. They're not going to be great this year. And Tennessee's there's a chance in a normal universe that Tennessee could potentially be favored in that game, but they won't be because it's in the swamp, and Tennessee never wins in the swamp, and they won't win. I told someone, I don't know if I said this to you on Thursday, if you were like, Caleb, you have to pick Tennessee to win one at Alabama or at Florida, I would pick Alabama right now, no questions asked.
Yeah, I think I'm there too.
Not that I think Tennessee will, by the way. I want to clarify that. That's just between the two if I had to pick one.
Well, they should have beat them in 2023.
Really? They had a good chance to beat both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely Florida.
No, Alabama. I'm talking like Tennessee should have beat Alabama.
Oh, yeah, both. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, okay. Yeah. I was agreeing though. Yeah, they should be Alabama. And
who do you think is the best team in the SEC?
It's Texas or Georgia, and the funny question is it's probably all about how the quarterback plays.
For me, I think I'm going Georgia until something's different.
Sure.
Like I understand the Texas hype and
they're gonna have another good defense. They're both gonna have really good defenses, and it's which quarterback is better.
Yeah. But are we just gonna forget that like Arch didn't beat out Quinn Ewers either?
No, I that's why I'm saying.
I'm just kind of talking out loud.
Arch Manning should far and away be better than Gunnar Stockton, which should put Texas above Georgia. But I don't necessarily believe that's the case right now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we know almost the same about Arch Manning being good as we do like Joey Aguilar.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot of difference right now.
Yeah.
I would say Arch Manning still has more upside, but yeah. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know.
Extremely hot
I don't know how they're like number one. I think that's crazy.
Right. My hottest take is there is a world that I would believe South Carolina could finish third in the SEC.
Okay.
They do travel to Alabama, I think. Alabama and LSU, don't they? Ooh, I think that expounds the hot take even more. They could finish like third or eighth.
Same with Tennessee.
I don't know if Tennessee could finish third. No.
Same with LSU
probably.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of. I think Oklahoma probably in that group.
I think their highest is probably like fifth.
Dude, I don't think I can see an absolute gauntlet. Have you seen their schedule?
I know it's the same as last year, but I don't remember how it works out. I think they do travel to Alabama to finish the year. They play their biggest rival at a neutral site game, though, so who cares?
They go Michigan the second game. Then they have Auburn, Kent State. Then they start their gauntlet. Then they go Texas.
Neutral site game, not a gauntlet. Go on.
Then they go
now starts the gauntlet.
Okay. At South Carolina.
Okay.
Then they go Ole Miss.
Easy. Okay.
And then they go at Tennessee.
Okay. Where's Alabama at on that?
And then they go at Alabama.
Okay.
And they're at home versus Missouri.
Ooh, that's a tough game. Okay.
And then they're at home versus LSU.
Okay.
Like there is a big, I think.
Okay, yeah,
they're at a great time.
They're probably between like 10th and 5th in the SEC.
Yeah. My hot take is Kentucky's going to finish dead last in the SEC. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I think it's going to happen.
I think a little bit because it probably should be someone like Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Arkansas finally fires Sam Pittman.
Okay.
That's not a hot take. That's just, I guess, just a normal. They fire Sam Pittman if they don't beat Tennessee last year.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. I mean,
I also think Texas A&M is going to want a new quarterback before the end of the year.
My next take was going to be Texas A&M continues a great tradition in College Station of mediocrity.
Texas 8-4. That's what their name is.
Yep. They're not going to be terrible, but they're not going to be good.
No. I mean, there's some
Hugh Freeze gets fired after this year.
Yeah, Hugh Freeze definitely.
But it's probably not for anything football related. He's probably caught sleeping with his assistant or something. Good Christian man, Hugh Freeze. He's just trying to preach the word to her. That's why they were alone in that dark room when you caught them.
Well, it's a guy.
It's a guy? Least surprising coming from a Liberty University guy. I'll have to tell you that after. I can't tell you that on here. Unfortunately, I wish I could. Any other hot takes in the SEC?
I think Brent Venables could be on the hot seat at some point.
I think he is, isn't he?
Is he? Okay.
I feel like that's well. I guess I don't see much Oklahoma fan takes, but like that's the SEC take. I think is that he is. I feel like I've seen that a lot.
Vandy doesn't make it to a bowl game.
Oh,
No.
that is a very hot take. Dang.
Let's look at their schedule. So they play Charleston Southern. That's a win. Virginia Tech at Virginia Tech.
Okay.
They play South Carolina. They're not going to win that. They play Georgia State, which they lost to last year. They play Utah State. They play at Alabama. They play LSU, Missouri.
It would be pretty funny if they beat Alabama again. Let's just get that out there.
Yeah. At Texas. They play Auburn. They play Kentucky at home. I mean, they honestly.
Did they beat Auburn last year?
Yeah, I think they did.
I mean, I would assume they did. I just can't remember.
1, 2. I mean, they could have. If they don't beat Virginia Tech, they probably end up with 4 or 5 wins.
Which would be funny to see the 7 Vanderbilt fans turn on Diego Pavia. It would be hilarious. I think I said 6 fans last time, so you did get one more somewhere along the way. That's pretty sick.
Is it Theo on?
Probably. He'll go for the highest bidder. Right, I respect.
Yeah.
He's like, pay me money, I'll be there.
Sure. Content, wherever content's at, that's where Theo's at. All right. I got one more question that we had submitted to us. What are your thoughts on Savion Hyder and Tristan Keys committing to Tennessee?
Well, can we hold on real quick? I was looking up something about Brian Kelly. Did you know there was a freshman running back that's charged with accessory after the fact of second-degree murder?
I saw something about that.
Because I have not seen that till just now. The fact that death follows this man everywhere is shocking.
I bet I know where the crime scene's at. First clip of that video that the account put out.
I don't know. This is all right. This is crazy. All right. No Samuel Hall. I think I got this Lookouts hat, which I love. It's one of my favorites. Online somewhere, but it's been a while. All right, go ahead with your question. Sorry.
No, you're good. The question was, what are your thoughts on Savion Hyder and Tristan Keys committing to Tennessee? I mean, I think you need to land one of those guys if you want to have an elite recruiting class.
Yeah. And I would be happy. I think I would really want Tristan Keys, but I'd also be happy with either of them.
Yeah.
Really happy
I think I want to see a 5-star running back just playing this offense.
Okay, fair.
I think we've had some really good running backs over the past couple of years, but I want a guy who's just a certified dude right out of the gate. And if you're looking at Michigan to do that, I mean, Donovan Edwards was a 5-star and he went undrafted. Blake Corum was before Donovan Edwards came out, and he was a 3rd rounder. And Tennessee's had 2 3rd-rounders the last 2 running backs that Tennessee's had, with Dylan Sampson was a 3rd-rounder, Jalen Wright was a 3rd-rounder, and those 2 guys were both 3-stars. Blake Corum was a 4-star. So I'm just throwing that out there. Also, Tennessee has been top 10 in rushing the past at least 2 years, because that was all I looked up, because that was all I really cared about. Michigan in those years was 54th and 73rd in 2023 and 2024. So I'm just throwing that out there. I know like Tennessee doesn't look like they throw it all over the place. And maybe if you just watched 2022, you probably thought that. But Tennessee was absolutely led by their running backs the last 2 years. And there's just so much more space to run in. I mean, I have a tweet queued up for tomorrow that's coming from the account. It's like wide open spaces. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you're doing when you're looking at the two programs. I mean, they got a 5-star quarterback from Michigan. Cool. They landed him. Like, I mean, they don't throw the ball. They've fired the best coach, or not fired. He kind of had to leave, I guess. Harbaugh.
No, he wanted to leave. Let's be clear about that.
Yeah.
He was very happy to leave college football.
Yeah, he got his natty and got out. Yeah, and like you won a natty. Cool. You cheated.
I'd pay way more than $20 million for a natty.
I agree, but it's always going to be part of the conversation. And I'm with them. I would take it too. But it's always going to be part of the conversation when they like are going to bring up a natty in an argument.
This is going to piss off Ross Kivett so much. I can't.
Oh yeah, we've already been texting about it.
It's going to be so great.
I tweeted something earlier about the running backs, and he just commented natty, and I commented back and said asterisk natty.
Yeah. Oh man.
We've been going back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we just signed a $20 million deal with Adidas should mean we should be cheating every chance we get.
Yeah, sure.
We should have scouts. We should have advanced scouts in every single city now.
Yeah.
And just have that 20 million. Just don't, you know what, Adidas? Just go ahead and write it to the NCAA. Just go ahead and send it to Indianapolis, forward it to them. We're good. We'll take care of business.
Cash it when we win a natty.
That will mean we can't win it in Nike gear, though. So we will not win one this year, confirmed. It will be future.
That's okay. You know what? Great things come to those who wait. So I'm okay to wait a year.
Yeah, if we had to wait a year, it's fun.
And then Tristan Keys, I know he took LSU out of his bio. I don't know if I read into that a ton. I do read into what his bio says now. Adidas athlete. You kidding me? I don't know.
No.
It just seems like Tristan Keys is probably the more like that's probably a better shot Tennessee lands than Savion Hyder. I just think it's kind of always Michigan's always been up there, and Tennessee's trying to creep up to them, and I don't know. It just doesn't feel like one that Tennessee lands. I don't know why.
Can we talk about we're talking about weird time-ons. We talked about like the shoe time-on and stuff. We're now living in a timeline that Richard G. West is cryptic tweeting. Did you see his tweet 13 hours ago?
Yeah, it was Keys.
So was it QB related or was it recruit related? It's cryptic. We don't know. It's also a parody account. That should be noted. But he's also been a parody account who's been right. We got to trace that IP address.
Yeah. Yeah, who does he work for? Jimmy Sexton, maybe?
I think it's Danny.
Oh, okay. Even better.
I think it's Danny White tweeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. I don't know. Land me one of them.
He did put out a pre-weekend dick bomb June 19th that Tristan Keys was coming to Tennessee. So,
okay. Did he do Savion Hyder?
No.
Okay. If Tennessee lands Tristan Keys, I think we got to give the man some props.
Agreed.
And not Savion Hyder.
Correct. I mean, I think we should anyway. But yeah, sure.
Well, what if we land both? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Ross Kivitt he can't recruit if we land both of them.
Oh man.
Awesome. Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Perfect. Guys, thank y'all so much for listening. We are one day closer to the start of college football. College football on next Saturday. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's here, baby.
Yep. We are. We're there. One more show and we're there.
Yep.
I mean, we're gonna do like a little. We'll do a preview of the first week 0.
Preview of the preview.
Preview of the preview of week 0, which doesn't count because it's 0, not 1.
Yeah.
Is this our own like version of preseason football? Because somebody mentioned it in the comments earlier. They're like, I know more about Cam Ward with the Titans than I do Joey Aguilar with Tennessee. That is kind of crazy how like we can see all this film and stuff on the NFL, but we get 0 from college football.
Right.
Just interesting. Yeah, guys, thank y'all so much again for listening. Have a great week. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.